what I was going to say.
Okay, well, look, check it out. Dr. Rachel, women who don't take baths, is this bad for their sexual health, like they only take showers? I told this girl to put vinegar in there so she could closify her vagina, because her vagina was opified. It's opified a lot. So I wanted her to closify it, so I told her to put some pickle juice in the tub with her. But
Straight. Look, you already know what it is, Safari here. I'm locked in, and yo, check it out. Right now, you are watching You Just Got Juiced. Look, these are the reactions, and if you ain't subscribed yet, then what the hell on God's green earth are you waiting for? All right? I'm watching it. I want to see some reactions. So it's all about You Just Got Juiced reaction. Make sure you logged in, checked in, subscribed in, watch it, and, you know, make sure it's everything proper, lock up, plastic, and proper, and straight out, and not them mama, soba, crotches. Straight!
What's up? This bruh man from the fifth flow. I just want you to know that you watching You Just Got Juiced reactions. Don't forget, you got the juice now.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy You Just Got the Juice, and we are back at it again for another live reaction video. And boy, do we got a banger for you today. This is going to be an educational video coming from Corey HOLCOMB, explaining why a lot of females smell like fish. That's it. No punchline. Let's get started.
question for you is, what about the girls who have sexual health issues? Because there are women who may not look at this as a sexual health issue. You know, there are women who don't like to have oral sex. Like some girls, they don't give you oral sex unless you buy them a brand new car. Now, with that being said, what do you have advice for these women who don't?
I mean, I didn't know you needed advice on oral sex. It's like, what women don't know guys like that? And if it's like, what the hell, bro?
Feel as though giving is the correct word fellatio? That's the fellatio. What advice do you have for these women who think that their husband is not getting fellatio? What is
Well, that part, right? So it's I love that you asked that. So for the first part of my career, you know, I was really working to help women understand that, you know, that honestly, you know, men act better, they feel better if they've had some, particularly if you go down on them in a way where he feels like you enjoyed it when you did it, as opposed to it just being a chore on a list, a checklist. Well, I did it. So I used to see a lot of couples, and particularly, you know, when I first started, everybody that I saw was Black, you know? And so what I noticed about our community was that there was such a huge problem there that the problem was bigger than me. There was nothing I could do to.
And then, you know, it's weird. When you date somebody, they always give you head, but then once you get in a relationship, the head just stops, and it's always random ass moments. And it seems like you get more head by just dealing with regular. It seems like you get more head not being in a relationship than you do being in a relationship. Now that could just be what I experience, but if y'all experience the same, or maybe it's different for y'all, leave y'all comments down below.
Convince women, especially after they've been with you for a really long time, you know, because once we've been with you for a really long time, it's kind of about us at this point. It's like, okay, well, I do this, this, and this. There's certain things that I don't enjoy, so I'm not really going to do it. So the problem is we have to help women like oral sex more. You know, we have
part of the job.
Understand it. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So it is part of your job. If you've committed to somebody and that's what they really enjoy, it is part of your job not to marry somebody who doesn't like doing it. That's true, right?
There you go. Right.
way to put it in the girl's favor.
No, it's in anybody's favor. What are there's men. There's some men. There's a lot of men that don't like that either. They don't like to get.
Is that what you're going through?
Well, not me. Yeah, as you see, do I ever complain about anything? I feel great. No, I'm all right.
Craig, you got a question to ask Dr. Rachel? I mean, this is real. This is a real doctor. This isn't.
Of course, yeah.
The stripper graduated to doctor shit. This is a lady that her resume shows her credentials and respect.
Right.
So, do we got any questions that we want to ask her about sexual
I could
health?
ask
You gotta have a question, like a legit question, guy.
Why do women lose respect for men that can give themselves head?
Why do women lose respect for men who can give themselves head?
Craig is stupid.
What?
Craig,
Not the Diddy trial.
I don't know. Well, but I will say this though, like women can learn to enjoy head, but she has to be open to the conversation and open to it. And she has to start, if you really survey women, if you put 10 in a room or so, about half of them are going to tell you that they don't even really want to look at the D, like they don't really think it's nice looking. They're kind of, grossed out by it, and they just do it for their partner. Then the other half are a mix of women who really like looking at one and get turned on when they see one, and really, their mouth starts watering at the opportunity. So if you happen to be with a woman or a young lady who isn't one of the ones who really likes it, is just looking forward to it, now it becomes that we have to help her like it a little more, like help her get more comfortable looking at it, because a lot of people grow up in really conservative environments or maybe had some trauma happen to them, so they don't see it that way. So now we just help them understand and like it. And it's a gradual process. And then you can actually turn someone who really didn't like it to, oh, wow, I love it. Because then what you do is when she does do it, you the next day you're like, oh, babe, what do you want? You want to go shopping? You want to do this? Let's have fun. Let's do your stuff. Let's go to brunch. Do all of the things that reinforces the positive behavior that she just did the day before. And so you kind of then start training her just like women train men, so you can actually start to train her to do more of it, because she understands that if she does that, the whole world opens up for her the next day,
It really does. I can't wait to hear Darlene's question, because this is going to be
Interesting theory, man. I just don't see why people just don't do it if they know. Like, I don't enjoy giving head, but my girl likes it, so I give her head. It's like I don't always. Well, I mean, I'm just saying I don't get it, man. I mean, if I could do it, why can't they do it, bro?
funny.
I got a real one though.
Let Darlene. Do you have a question for Dr. Rachel?
I do, but go ahead. What do you mean?
No. We gotta hear yours because
okay.
you're the only woman on the panel, and it's like I want it to be like not all testosterone.
I know what I do to take care of myself, right down there, right?
Yes.
I like to think that I have some real good.
You got a power washer?
I really got some good juju. Like I understand how that how it all works. For me, never had a problem. I never had an issue. However, you hear about these between men and women, how they want to debate and blame the other one about, she's got this vaginosis or.
Gotta get it all juiced up. Neon Icon here. Big summer on the way. I'm gonna check out those juice reactions. I'm gonna go check it out and go subscribe. I know it's right. Just got juiced up, Dan Tony.
Or they don't understand that. That too many sexual partners can cause a
Fish.
horrible effects on women. And yet they don't want to. Yet guys don't want to believe that or admit that. However, and also sperm. They don't get that when you ejaculate in a woman, right? That sperm carries it can really mess up a woman's flora. Am I correct?
Oh, definitely.
But I'm just saying that you always hear these men joking about like, she's nasty. Well, when you have too many sexual partners, that can happen. Like you're interrupting the bacterial, health of it all, right? Am I correct about that?
Well, yeah, and it can even happen with just the same partner over and over and over again. Because if you think
Makes sense. It was this one girl, she was super bad, man. Super bad. And I was so excited to have sex with this one particular female. So man, we get back to my apartment on like during one of my lunch breaks and stuff, because I had lived around the corner from this job I used to work at a couple of years ago. So long story short, be doing it, man, and like clean person, but I'm hitting it from the back, and it was just this odor. And I'm like, it don't make sense, because I know she clean. I've been over her house. She takes showers, house clean, everything. Couldn't figure that shit out, and that smell was just coming up my nose, bro. And I was like, oh. Then my drink got soft, and I was like, shit, man, we better be late for work. But it's just like I had that happen a couple of times with certain females, and then in my head I questioned it, but they probably was having sex with somebody, they got their balance off, or they probably was a hoe, and they probably was hitting a lot of dudes and stuff. But that makes sense. That just popped in my head. So it's like, with me knowing that now, it's like, damn, man, I should have continued to talk to her, because I didn't even talk to them after that. I was like, damn, this ain't stink. Damn.
Think about it. You know, your ejaculate and your saliva and everything about you is a representation of what did you eat today, what did you drink today, what did you smoke today, your DNA. You know, so all of those things are part of it. So we have plenty of situations where two people are together and maybe that's her only sex partner, but for some reason when he ejaculates inside of her, it changes her pH balance, and it can deposit particles of things that he has inside of him that she may be allergic to.
There you go.
So,
wow.
Yes.
But don't a lot of people they misconstrue that? Like, in other words, like let's just say a couple.
He is the expert.
Yes, you know a lot about pussy.
No. I want to get I'm a woman of a particular age. By now, you would hope that somebody you've done your studying on stuff like that, because it is important. Right. It's our health. I don't walk around uncomfortable. But now you just threw me off. See what I was going to say.
Okay, well, look, check it out. Dr. Rachel, women who don't take baths, is this bad for their sexual health? Like they only take showers?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. So, it is an old school thought that you need to marinate it and soak it every now and then in a full tub of water, right? Now, I'll say this. If you marinate and soak too much too often, what you're doing is you're washing away all that good mucus and all the good, juices down there, and you are throwing off the pH that's down there. So you'll notice women who take baths all the time, they typically will be a little drier than somebody who doesn't take baths all the time. And
oh, that's why everybody grandmother got the dry ass pussy. Can they be in the tub with the vinegar? Oh, that's why all the old people from the 50s and 60s pussy be dry and hairy. Oh, could they be soaking in the bathtub, turning that shit to dust. Dusty.
on top of that, they might battle with a little bacterial vaginosis. So you'll be saying, dang, I don't understand. She's in the bathtub all the time, but I smell a
bacterial
little
vaginosis.
fish. That fish is
That's
just
a big fish. That's
the fish is just
got
a
groper
pH.
pussies.
Right.
Dr. Rachel, you're not helping me. It's some hot-foot heifers out here who need to be in the tub, and now they're going to be like, Dr. Rachel said I don't have to take a bath, Corey.
Because it's true. Exactly. She telling the truth.
Well, see, if it smells like that, then we have a pH balance issue that needs to be addressed. Now we've got to rebalance things. Now we need probably to put a little bit of vinegar.
So what is it? Because I got sisters and stuff, and I remember growing up, and maybe I don't know, bro. It can't have been no older than 10. Nah, I say 7. So they probably 13 and 18. Yeah, man. So like, what's that smell when the what's, I don't know, like, what's that smell when they use the bathroom, bro? When they be on their period or something, bro? Is that a pH balance? Do I got was my sister host? I don't know. They could have been. Who knows, man?
Or apple cider vinegar into the bath water so that we can acidify the vagina and the mucosa so that now good bacteria can grow and then that fishy smell goes away.
I told this girl to put vinegar in there so she could closify her vagina because her vagina was opified. It's opified a lot. So I wanted her to closify it. So I told her to put some pickle juice in the tub with her. But anyway, Craig, what you?
Go ahead.
You after Craig. Craig, go ahead. I gotta regulate this one because it's the pro. I don't want to be.
I got something that has nothing to do with a woman. Go ahead.
Two-part question. Does size matter for sex, for real, or is that just a myth? And are there ways for the less fortunate to get bigger, like for real, like to upsize or grow or, elevate in length?
Yeah, this is such a good question because, size matters to everybody. But for every woman who says something's too small, you'll find two more that is like, he's too big. So the biggest guy in the room with the biggest, thing, nobody really wants to be with him. And then the smallest guy in the room, nobody's, really checking. So, the average is 5 to 6 inches, and that's about average. And when it comes to increasing size, you see like creams and pills and all these different things marketed. No, none of that is really going to work. But what can work is if you actually get a pump. A pump is known to increase girth on it, and what's called a penile extender. And a penile extender is something you kind of wear underneath your clothes, and it just kind of gradually stretches or tugs on the erectile tissue throughout the day. It's just a gradual tugging motion. And so from pumping and tugging, so what?
You got to be a Yankee.
You're walking around yanking it all. That's
crazy.
great.
Yeah.
So there's hope.
Dr. Ray.
I mean, I'm
There's
cool.
hope.
I got a solid 6.5.
Let me see it.
Hell no.
Oh,
nigga. You just got to trust me, Corey.
But yeah, so scientifically and practically, those are really the two big ways to improve size, and it takes time and energy and effort. It's kind of like when you see people who stretch out their earlobe, they're using that elastic tissue and just kind of stretching it and training it and shaping it. So it's a very similar process, but a cream or a pill is.
But every man, no matter how long he is, he has more dick in him, and it's just bringing that part of him out, right? It's just taking.
You're extended.
Well, no, actually, that is the case if he's got a little belly. So as you age, you start to lose size because the fat mound that's there, where the pubic hair is, actually starts to get puffier and fatter. And so what happens is you look down and you feel like it's shrinking, but what's happening is that fat mound is growing, and so it's reducing what.
Hold up. So men get the pussy pouch, bro? I used to call it the teacher's pouch. That's like when I was in elementary school, all my teachers used to have that fat ass, whatever the fuck, stomach, pussy in between. And I'm like, what the is that? What? So men get that?
What appears to be the size to everyone else, and there's more back in there. Right. So that is.
I
true.
call that LDUIY. Less dick up in you. But I'm just saying.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That is wild. What do y'all think, man? Especially about the pH balance. I learned something new today. Hopefully y'all did, man. Anyway, leave your comments down below. It's your boy, You Just Got Juice, and I'll catch you guys next time, and we are out of here.